Hello there, and good morning to you all. Thanks for joining us again on TVC Breakfast. It's the Tuesday edition, and we're glad to have you join us again. I am Kemi Fola-Adeyemo and Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi. I'm sorry,
I was hoping that I heard that you will not stop there.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but then it's habitual. Welcome. It's good to see your bright, beautiful face again.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You,
and of course,
again.
Big Sam. Veteran Sam, Super Sam. I don't know which one I will stick with, but let me just explore all the options. The ones I have with me at the moment. It's good to see you again.
Arsenal.
Welcome. My Arsenal increases daily. Good to share the set with you again.
Yes.
Welcome. And while we're counting down to the start of
the
campaigns on Wednesday, is only tomorrow. There are also other topical issues. We'll get to talk about the campaigns and further admonitions for peaceful issue-based campaigns during the course of the program today. But in the meantime, ASU is in the news again, or we can say the lingering strike by Academic Staff Union of Nigeria, that is. So we understand that the federal government has stalled a said memo which had initially ordered vice-chancellors of all the federal universities to resume. So now we hear that move has been suspended while we hope that there will be further talks to suspend and end the strike, definitely.
Absolutely. Talks are still ongoing, if we might use that word, talks. Although we saw that the National Industrial Court gave an interlocutory injunction sometime last week, which reports are saying that ASU has appealed. And we are going to see how that ends, because the initial memo was based on that ruling that the National Industrial Court gave, but then it was withdrawn. If you look at the date, it was said 23rd, and this withdrawal came 26th. And so we are going to see how things pans out with the court case now. That's on the one hand. But there are those who are saying that you can't use force to ask these people to return to the classrooms. What will the students achieve at the end of the day? These people are disgruntled, and you are asking them forcefully to go back to the classrooms. Perhaps the government is using the carrot and stick approach to address this matter. As we have seen, there has been conversations, and they seem not to be heading anywhere. And so perhaps the use of force, as some have put it. But whichever way things pans out, the students have to be put into the mix, because they are the ones at the short end of the stick now who are bearing the brunt. Even though there are also reports that some schools have lost some lecturers as a result of this. One of the papers said about over 20 lecturers had died as a result of this ASU strike with regards to the no work, no pay issue. So it's not just about the students anymore. The lecturers are also bearing the brunt, and we don't know how the government intends to address this matter.
And the longer the impasse, is prolonged, the more room it gives for, people to say this and that, people to just, because there's no clarity. And from what we see, people are saying it's increasingly clear that this is all about ego. It's an ego play. The government acting like I am the government. We are your leaders. And of course, the union, strutting about with their usual mantra of we are the union, we know our rights, and we want to enforce them to the end.
It's really tragic what is going on. And what Vero said about teachers that are dying is also really touching, because I read a column in The Nation on Sunday by Tatalo Alamu. We told the story of two lecturers who died in their homes, unknown to people, until one of them actually dried almost to his bones. The other one started rotting in his house. Two of them in Ife. If they were like lectures, they probably would have died, or if nobody saw them, they would have come for them, and so on. This human decay is also a metaphor for the intellectual decay we have in the country. I think that there is a certain mischief going on with ASU. If ASU sees that there is no way out with this administration, why don't they go to school and wait out a few months and see what will happen with the next administration. Maybe they will have a different voice. So I feel that ASU, in a sense, is just trying, there are some elements encouraging ASU to just pull down the system rather than think about the students who are supposed to go to school. So these people in ASU are actually unpatriotic.
All right.
They are patriotic.
The debate, goes on. Of course, like I said, there's so much room now for speculations until we get some clarity. But the fact that Veronica reeled out, students are dying, lecturers are also now